You know what it is. That's right. It's time to talk money with your money nerd and financial coach. Now, tighten those purse strings and open those ears. It's the Money Talk with Tiff podcast.
Hey, this is an episode of Tiffany's Take where I answer your money questions on the podcast every Tuesday. If you're interested in getting your money question answered, feel free to go to www.moneytalkwitht.com/Ask Tiffany, and I'll be more than happy to answer for you. So for this episode, I just wanted to go over some fraud tips because the holidays are among us and you can never be too careful. This is the time where all of the fraudsters and stuff come out the woodworks between, I want to say, Thanksgiving and the first of the year. And so I wanted to make sure I got this information out to you all, just some things to look out for. So first and foremost, and shout out to my friends over at AARP for providing this information. Thank you so much for sending it over. So number one, do your research before donating to a charity this holiday season. Now, this is a time where a lot of people are thinking about charities to donate to, not just for the tax benefits, but just to do a good deed. And so you want to make sure that you do research on any given charity, because that is one way that people are frauding people. So you might want to check out watchdog websites like Charity Navigator, Charity Watch, and the Better Business Bureau's Wise Giving Alliance before you make a donation, because those are ways that you can check and make sure that it's an actually legit nonprofit and that your money is going to a good cause. Next, use caution when making online purchases. If you click on online ads or on links from emails and texts, it might have issues with them. It might be fraught with risk. So make sure that you type in the web address of the site you wish to visit into your browser directly. That's the best way and the only way you can protect yourself. I've seen so many instances personally and through other people where fraudsters are sending links via text, via email, even some Facebook ads I've seen have been a little iffy. So definitely, if you see something that you want to purchase, or let's say you get a message about something to purchase, don't click on the link in the text or in the email. Just go ahead and go straight to the site and do it directly. Next, make sure you don't give anyone your login information. Retailers will never contact you about a quote unquote problem and request your login information. Now, usually these come by the troves from people faking to be Amazon. So be sure to look out for that. And also, I've seen UPS fraudsters, like people that are pretending to be UPS or USPS, saying, oh, there's an issue with your package. You might need to log in or what have you. So make sure you are on the lookout for those frauds as well. Use caution with Venmo, Cash App, and Zelle. The safest way to use peer-to-peer payment processing services is with trusted contacts. So I've actually had someone, because I have some stuff that I'm selling on Facebook Marketplace, and I had someone say, hey, I would love to buy this item. Go ahead and Cash App it. Go ahead and give me your Cash App, blah, 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 blah. And they were really rushing to get me off of the Facebook Messenger part. And I said, well, I would prefer to do business through here, so that way I am protected if things go south. And once I said that, they left me alone. I guess they didn't want the item that much. So I say that to say, make sure you use caution when you are using all of these peer-to-peer payment services that are so popular, because there are a lot of frauds going around for that as well. Another thing, don't engage with text saying your shipment is delayed. Consumers should connect directly with the retailer or shipping carrier instead of clicking on a link from a text or email claiming a shipping issue has occurred. That's what I was talking about too when it comes to like the UPS, USPS, FedEx emails and text messages you may get. A lot of those are not real. So make sure that you are not clicking on that stuff. And if you do have something that's being shipped or coming to you, just go straight to the websites and look it up yourself. It's just better to be safe than sorry. Another thing, if you're able, use a credit card. So, with my platform, I do say, if you have the discipline, credit cards are okay. Okay. So this is if you have the discipline, credit cards are actually the best thing to use instead of a debit card because they have more consumer protections than other forms of payment. So if anything goes south, you are more apt to get your money back and not have to fight versus using a debit card. Sometimes with debit cards, it can take you quite a bit of time, or they could deny even giving you your money back. Credit cards are usually way better for that purpose. So if you are able to, if you have available credit and you have discipline and you're going to pay it off before the end of the month or before the billing cycle ends, then that is the best way to purchase items because it has more consumer protections. Next, make sure you keep your devices updated and your antivirus software updated when prompted to protect against the latest threats. Better yet, just go ahead and set up automatic updates. You might as well just set up the automatic update so that way it just happens. That's how I have everything set up on my end. So that way I don't even have to think about it. And if by chance it doesn't update automatically for some odd reason, it always gives me an alert saying, hey, this needs to be updated. And I go ahead and do that. So those are just some quick fraud tips that I wanted to give you all for this season because it's super important to be on the lookout, on the alert, especially now, but really every day, 365, 366 if it's a leap year. But it's important to be on alert because you are the only person that can protect yourself from all of these different threats. So with that being said, thank you so much again to AARP Fraud Watch Network. They actually provided these tips for us, and I'm so grateful for that because some of these things I didn't even think about going over. So it was a good thing. If you are interested in getting your question answered on Tiffany's Take every Tuesday, please feel free to go to www.moneytalkwitht.com/Ask Tiffany, and I will be more than happy to answer for you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day. Bye.
Thank you for listening, joining, and being a part of the Money Talk with Tiff podcast this week. You can check Tiff out every Thursday for a new Money Talk podcast. But if you just can't wait until next week, you can listen to previous podcast episodes at moneytalkwitht.com or follow Tiff on all social media platforms at Money Talk with T. Until next time, spend wise by spending less than you make. A word to the money wise is always sufficient.